Right, Pixel 5a 5G in 2022. Let's talk. Now I've made a very similar video on why I use the Pixel 4a in 2022. I'll link it right here. I highly recommend you go ahead and watch that video first because all the positives on the 4a hold true for the 5a as well. So I mean it. Go ahead and check that video first. I'll wait. That's the only way I'll keep this video concise. So to sum a few of the positives of owning a Pixel, Google Assistant being one of the best virtual assistants available out there, the transcribe feature that makes using a keyboard seem archaic, you're always going to be on the latest version of Android with the most recent security patches, an extremely bloat-free software, the rear-mounted fingerprint reader that also gives you notification access without touching the screen, the polycarbonate build that makes the 6-inch phone weigh only 183 grams, a headphone jack that helps me shoot with a wired mic, and stereo speakers that are surprisingly loud for its size. Now in the 4a review I mentioned that if there was one thing I could change about the 4a, it wouldn't be the polycarbonate build or the 60Hz screen, but I would actually add an ultra-wide lens to the cameras. And that's exactly what you get with the 5a, an ultra-wide lens, at the cost of the phone becoming comparatively a little bigger. Bigger, but not unwieldy. Now it's worth mentioning that there's nothing ultra about the ultra-wide lens because it's only 119 degree field of view compared to the likes of the OnePlus 10 Pro, which has 150 degree field of view. But it definitely helps in a tight squeeze, especially when you need that little extra framing in a vlog. So it's a welcome change. While we're on the topic of cameras, it's also worth mentioning that the main wide-angle camera maxes out at 4K 60 FPS, but the ultra-wide maxes out at 4K 30. And with regards to camera quality, as always, I shoot on the phone that I'm currently reviewing, so you can be the judge of it. This entire video is being shot on the 5a, and I do not color correct, so what you see is straight away from the camera into my timeline. I only add an external microphone for audio, but that's about it. What the 5a absolutely excels over the 4a and most other phones, to be honest, is battery life. Even for a heavy user, this is easily a day and a half, if not 2-day phone. I end most days at around the 50% mark, even on heavy days like this one where I'm shooting. Now we live in a day and age where fast chargers are quite the norm, but a lot of people are opting for slower chargers to tackle battery degradation. That's your battery degrading over time by fast charging it too much. And with Android 12, you get just that. With adaptive charging switched on, you can opt to charge your phone slowly through the night, where it only reaches 100% at the time of when you set your alarm. It's pretty genius to have that option if you ask me. Now just something to bear in mind, the 5a is not officially launched in the country, so the ones available on Amazon are actually Japanese imports, and the Japanese government enforces a mandate for all phones that are sold in Japan that you cannot disable the camera sound even on silent mode. So that's just something to be aware of, so don't try anything sneaky with this phone. Now, at the moment, the Pixel 5a retails on Amazon India for about 48 to 50,000 Indian rupees, and I don't recommend buying the phone at that price, not because it's not worth it, but because I got it for about 38,000 during a sale. It's just better when you can get a product for a lower price. Now, along with all the positives I've mentioned, the Google Pixel 5a is Google's first A device with water resistance, IP67 on this one. It's probably Google's last device with this light polycarbonate build that is less susceptible to breaking, unlike the 6 and the 6 Pro with glass backs. It's also probably Google's last device with the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor in it, because now Google makes their own processors, the Tensor chips on the 6 and the 6 Pro. Not that the Tensor chips are less capable, but they've proven to be more power hungry on the 6 and the 6 Pro, so battery life isn't going to be their strong suit. So all in all, the Google Pixel 5a is quite a solid phone and definitely gets my recommendation to buy one even now in 2022, but try and get it at the right price. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, a sub would really be appreciated. Feel free to like and share this video who would find value in something like this. Thank you for watching. That's it from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!